everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to day 13 of 29 days, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about dealing with negative thoughts. That is right. So we're talking about dealing with negative thoughts today. So no matter how much you try to think positive thoughts and be optimistic about the future, unpleasant thoughts may still arise. And there could be because there's a lot of reasons. One, there could be some energy on them. There could be negative energetic thoughts. And so the energy may need to be cleared on them. And so it's not like every single negative thought is holding energy, but you could have like one or two or three negative, like non-beneficial negative thoughts that's holding negative energy. And so that then needs to be cleared. So it's not like it's just a thought, like poof, you want it gone. You have to go underneath the thought to ask for the energy to be cleared. But you also sometimes have to find the root of it. And that's where the investigation comes in. That's where, doing self-realization comes in. Is it from present life? Is it something from, maternal and paternal lineages, generational? Is it from past lives? Is it something from culture? Is it something from conditioning that's been handed down? And it's not like you have to understand the whole storyline. It's just, enough of the information for self-realization. So that's one. One is clearing the negative thoughts that are holding the energy with the negative energetic patterns and programs with it. And then also know in regard to thoughts, you could have, again, like a lot of different thoughts, ruminating, monkey mind, and learning how to bring your mind into presence with the physical body is just so beneficial, because the monkey mind may be so used to doing the gymnastics and going out there and doing the flips and tumbling, that it's built up a certain muscle. And that's where then you have to start lovingly, kindly bringing the mind back into the presence with the physical body and building that muscle for bringing the mind back into the presence with the physical body. And understanding also with negative thoughts or unpleasant thoughts, they may arise and you can't avoid them. And there's no pretending that they aren't present. So your mindfulness practice can help you approach these thoughts with curiosity. And as you build an understanding of your unpleasant thinking patterns, they will no longer hook you in so strongly, and you can learn to allow them to be present without them consuming you. And with the energy healing connected in there with it, layering the energy healing modality with it, it acts as clearing. And oftentimes people will say after a dowsing energy session, they'll say, oh, I no longer have the negative thoughts are gone and I'm in peace energy. That's amazing. Because something that also can be presenting, and this is why the investigation work is so important. So there's a lot of things that can be happening in our experiences. And one of them can be non-beneficial entities. And non-beneficial entities, at a certain point, you may have contracted with one of them and it may have been beneficial to support you for whatever reason. And now you have, in some ways, um, let go of maybe that pattern of why you needed help in that way. And now you've changed to another course, but that non-beneficial entity is still in contract with you to basically, it's trying to support you in something maybe that is no longer beneficial for you, and that could be causing some difficulties. Or the non-beneficial entity, sometimes they can, um, uh, they can be getting energized by angst or fear or anxiety, and so there'll be that presence then in your life to then want you to be in this situation, to have some of these negative thoughts or these negative feelings. And so that's where, and I'm trying to just give basic information, not to give too much, because we really want to talk about dealing with negative thoughts. But non-beneficial entities could basically be feeding off of negative thoughts. And that's, so if you're doing an energy clearing session, you also want to ask the spirit guides for highest good to clear any non-beneficial entities in and around you that maybe also be feeding off of negative thoughts, or possibly about, if you're having trouble sleeping, you also want to have them clear anything that's disrupting your sleep. And it could be a non-beneficial entity. Sometimes non-beneficial entities disrupt sleep too. And could also be, a non-beneficial entity could also be projecting in negative thoughts, and for a lot of reasons. But essentially, that's why doing the self-realization work is so important, because even though you're thinking, oh, it's negative thoughts and those are ruminating and I have monkey mind, there's actually a lot of different aspects to it. And it is, once you understand it, it is seemingly simple, but it's actually much more complicated. And you want to then ask for, if you're doing a clearing and you have negative thoughts, you want to ask for all these aspects to be cleared and to bring you in the energy of peace. So the exercise that we're going to be, the mindfulness Reiki energy healing practice we're going to be doing today, is a practice in letting thoughts go, so that you are better able to do it. So it's a practice in letting thoughts go so that you are better able to do it when negative thoughts arise. Also, then, this practice is layered with the modality of energy healing with Reiki. And so with it, you want to layer in where, when you're letting something go, asking it to be cleared, and then calling in peace energy, letting light fill in the spaces for the highest good. So that is the practice that we're going to be doing today. And with that, it's also, we're going to be doing body scan as well, and letting yourself layer that tool in, because if there's stuck energy anywhere, or if there's like a negative thought that's somewhere, you want to start bringing in the mindfulness with the energy healing to ask for it to be cleared, and so that stagnant energy can be cleared and the light can fill in the spaces for the highest good. All righty. Let's find a comfortable position, either laying down or seated, whatever you feel works for you. And then once you have, I'm going to close my camera because you don't need to see me while we're doing this. So find a comfortable position, either laying down or seated. And then I invite you to close your eyes or lower your gaze and take 3 deep breaths. Breathing in life force energy, breathing out what no longer serves you, breathing in life force energy, breathing out what no longer serves you. Breathing in life force energy, breathing out what no longer serves you. Tuning in to the points of contact in your body. Feel yourself grounded and stable as either you sit or lay down or maybe even stand. Breathing deeply, feeling the body supported by the chair or cushion, maybe by the bed. Now we're going to invite Reiki energy healing in, asking to let go of ego, personal intellect step aside, become clear channels, all the holy fire, Reiki energy coming through, asking whomever wishes to receive Reiki, let them receive it. If any family, friends, loved ones, the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, Mother Earth, any other situations or people or maternal and paternal lineages they wish to receive, them receive for the highest good. If you'd like to receive Reiki, say, yes, I'd like to receive Reiki for my highest good. If you don't, that's okay. Reiki always respects free will. And you can also, if you are a Reiki practitioner, you can also contribute by turning Reiki on and doing Reiki Team Unite. This strengthens the field with Reiki as well. Whenever you are doing Reiki, you also receive Reiki. Giving and receiving is circular energy as well. So just allowing yourself to become a clear channel to allow the Reiki to flow through you. And then the Reiki is going to whoever else who it needs to go to, having that direct experience. We don't use our own energy. And now let yourself see, sense, imagine, visualize a bit knowingness of a beautiful white light infused with Reiki energy healing coming through. Clearing, cleansing, releasing, rejuvenating, reharmonizing, letting the light fill in the spaces for the highest good. And also clearing, cleansing, releasing, rejuvenating, reharmonizing, letting the light fill in the spaces as well for the energy field, for the mental, emotional, physical, subtle, energetic, cosmic, erethic, cellular, spiritual bodies. Now, pay attention to the experience in your mind. Notice any thoughts as they arise and try to identify any emotions that go with them. So notice any thoughts as they arise and try to identify any emotions that go with them. Pay special attention to negative thoughts and note what you're feeling or thinking. So notice any negative thoughts. Pay attention to any negative thoughts and note what you're feeling or thinking. Try to avoid the word negative and instead identify each thought as sad, unpleasant, irritating, painful, or otherwise. And why identifying can support is because sad, unpleasant, or painful, they can have different vibrational energy frequencies. It's different, slightly different energy. And so if we just say negative, then we're not allowing ourselves to be in self realization, which then allows oftentimes the recognition and the wisdom for what's going on with why the emotion is there and why it might be stuck or stagnant because it hasn't emotioned through. And so you want to ask when you're identifying as sad, unpleasant, irritating, painful, or otherwise, that's when you're bringing the attention there, which can support downloading the wisdom and then processing eventually the emotion and clearing it to allow the light fill in the spaces. So pay attention to the experience in your mind. Notice any thoughts as they arise and try to identify any emotions that go with the thoughts. Pay special attention to negative thoughts and note what you're feeling or thinking. Try to avoid the word negative and I instead identify each thought with the emotion as sad, unpleasant, irritating, painful, or otherwise. So I'm going to be quiet as you practice this. And if you find yourself getting caught in ruminating or becoming distracted, you utilize the breath to bring you back to the focus of the practice. Follow the breath in, follow the breath out. Follow the breath in, follow the breath out. And then once you've brought the mind back into the presence with the physical body, then you continue again, paying attention to the experience in the mind, noticing any thoughts as they arise, trying to identify any emotions that go with them, paying special attention to negative thoughts, and note what you're feeling or thinking. Try to avoid the word negative and instead identify each thought as sad, unpleasant, irritating, painful, or otherwise. So I'll let you practice this now. Okay, so now scanning the body from head to toe, noticing any sensations. And if there's any areas that feel tight or constricted, bringing awareness in, attention there, and with intention then, asking Reiki if you wish to receive to clear any tightness or constricted areas and letting the light fill in the spaces. So, again, understanding negative thoughts rather than avoiding them, approach them with curiosity. Observe your thinking patterns without learning how to then not get hooked by them. Allow these thoughts to be present without them consuming you. It's a practice. So that's where you're bringing in loving kindness, self compassion that we did yesterday. It is much like learning how to ride a bike, or when you learn to read, or maybe write, or learn to do something else. You're learning how to do something. So be kind and gentle with yourself as you are learning this practice of working with the mind and the physical body and working with the energy. Okay, let's practice again. So pay attention to the experience in your mind. Notice any thoughts as they arise. Try to identify any emotions that go with them. Pay special attention to negative thoughts and note what you're feeling or thinking. Try to avoid the word negative. Instead, label and identify each thought as sad, unpleasant, irritating, painful, or otherwise. Noting any thoughts and their accompanying feelings. So, noting any thoughts and their accompanying feelings. Acknowledge any emotions associated with these visceral feelings. Make impermanence the focus of this practice. See each thought and acknowledge it as it passes. Continue to note what you're thinking about and how it feels using noting phrases like coming, going, arising, passing, if you choose. And now take a nice deep breath. And let's let go of that practice and take some time now to do a Reiki self treatment. You can put your hands wherever you feel like there's some tension, or you feel like that area could use some more Reiki love, and put your hands right in that area. We're asking that Reiki is sent. Reiki goes also where it needs to go. So even though you may feel like it's an area in your body, it might also go to another area. So letting yourself receive Reiki, putting your hands in that area that you feel could use extra love and nurturing. And now put your hands on one on your heart and one on your stomach. And we're just going to ask that Reiki bring some Reiki to your heart, to your stomach, to your heart chakra, to your solar plex, and also asking for a full chakra rebalancing if it's beneficial for you, regrounding, realigning as well. Okay, now let's put our hands on our back. I know it might feel a little awkward. It just feels like our lower back, it feels like a few people have there's some dense energy caught in the lower back, and there's also slight back pain. And so we want to clear up that congestion and asking Reiki to clear any kind of reduce the pain if possible and reestablish the foundation. Okay, release. Take a nice deep breath now. Checking in to see how you are feeling. Maybe you notice you feel lighter. Maybe you feel more at peace. Maybe the monkey mind is no longer. Maybe there's less thoughts. Maybe you feel like you want to continue doing that self Reiki treatment, which you certainly can. The Reiki will be sent to you to continue if you wish to, for the highest good. All right. Now, before we finish, we always want to de-link. So say this after me if this resonates with you. I ask to break the links with this meditation. I ask to break the links with this group. I ask to break the links to whomever is listening or watching, doing this in the future. I ask to break the links. I ask to break the Reiki links, leaving only harmony and balance at either ends. I also ask to clear any residual energies being held in my body as a result of these links. I ask light Reiki fill all the void cells, rejuvenating, refreshing, revitalizing for my highest good with ease and grace. And so it is. So it is, my friends. Take another deep breath. Bringing awareness behind your eyes. If your eyes were closed, when you're ready, open your eyes. And remember and remind yourself that thoughts come and go, and you can continue using the tools to support yourself and letting yourself shift, because you're an amazing creator, my friends. You're an amazing creator. Much love, light, Reiki blessings, and may peace be with you. Thank you so much for joining me, my friends. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then the replay will be up when you need it. Please take some time to journal if you can, write down any insights. And also, if you want to continue that self-Reiki treatment, you can. Thanks, friends. Bye.